I'm a marketer, but I stay in contact with the customer success team, and I'm pretty close to the industry as well. And I know that one of the things that I'm hearing is the champion left. And every time they need to do another sale, an internal sale, do you have any advices on what do you do when the champion is leaving the organization?
Yeah, it's almost like a reselling opportunity, depending on how big the breadth of the champion's ownership was. So, I mean, different teams that I've worked with or owned, we've had different workflows or playbooks for this. And I think the one that sticks out the most is that it is an escalation, right? I think we treat it, your customer that's yellow or green before, actually, I think needs to get into an escalated state, because champion slipping is one of the things that I think we've seen a lot of change in the industry of people being less afraid to switch over to a new platform. Even in customer success, familiarity can drive a decision to buy a certain customer success platform or switch from some other NPS tool that you're using to a different one. The market is super saturated as well, so that doesn't help us. So when we have an escalation in this regard, it is actually kind of a full team escalation. We're usually trying to treat this as an opportunity to not only retrain and recoach the organization, but almost re-implement the organization in a way. We have to go back and teach them the history that they don't know. If there's a new champion, I literally talked to a new champion last week. She wasn't aware of what happened in 2018, that there were amazing results for a customer in 2018. To her, the world is as far back as 2022. She's like, that's kind of as far back as I'm looking. So now I need to know what's happening in this lens. So it's about us also as a team shifting our lens of what success looks like for that customer. We're taking our kind of longer journey and we're shrinking it down. And we're actually saying, here's all the things that were impactful in the period of that she's measuring. And then I think that the thing that is hard, and I really think this is important, is figuring out what drives that person. What are their incentives? What are their goals? Obviously, they've come into this job for a reason. They're taking a new role for a reason. That's usually the one thing that they can answer. They might not be able to answer everything about the organization, especially if they're pretty new. They usually can answer what they've been tasked to do. And if you can partner with them and deliver that, that's really a good way to sort of continue to build that champion. But there's a lot of variability there. So this is where multi-threadedness, I think, can also be really beneficial. If your organization is multi-threaded, you have more relationships than just one.